To the right of me, I have Asus's brand new XG35VQ monitor. Now, this is a 35-inch 21:9 1440p display. And you're probably wondering what makes this 21:9 monitor different to all the other ultra-wide monitors out there. Well, this has one big benefit, and it's the first time I've tried it personally. Asus are calling it ELMB, Extreme Low Motion Blur, aka Ultra Low Motion Blur, aka strobing, which essentially matches a flick of light to the monitor's refresh rate. In this case, since this monitor has 100 Hz, it will then flick a light 100 times a second. So what you get is less ghosting and easier tracking. Since this was the first time I've tried it, I was blown away by, of course, getting that color retention out of a VA panel as opposed to a TN panel, but still not missing out on those good response times. Since it does flick one image a second, it's not as subject to noticing ghosting as opposed to a TN panel, which is really fast with its response times, so it doesn't really need strobing at all. This thing, however, when you put on strobing, you can still notice a little bit of ghosting, but it does make tracking so easy. I was surprised on the UFO test, my eyes were just moving with the UFO, and I could notice how snappy it was. And in Dota 2, when I was name tracking, it was so easy. So if you're into fast motion objects and you want those gorgeous colors, that gorgeous contrast ratio of a VA panel, but you still want that snappy experience, then ELMB, as Asus is calling it, is going to give you that. Have you tried ELMB, aka strobing? This is my first time trying it, and I absolutely love it. I'm looking forward to seeing it in a lot more VA and IPS panels. I think that's where it makes the biggest difference. And also big thanks to Asus for sending this out for review. It's going to be my new benchmark monitor and also free time gaming monitor as well. And with that said, I'll catch you guys in another tech video very soon. Peace out for now. Bye.
We have traveled the world to find the best CSGO players. From hundreds, we picked a few. Now join us live to witness the showdown of the year.
Hi, this is Andrew from Asus. If you're currently on the fence about whether or not to add another one or two of these routers to build an AI mesh multi-hub system for your home, it means your residence must be rather large or complex, and you desire more freedom to move about without internet connection issues. One of the most enticing reasons for upgrading to an AI mesh system has got to be seamless roaming. Some of you might not have encountered this, but if your router and extenders have different SSIDs, your Wi-Fi connection needs to be disconnected and then re-established every time you move out of range from one network device and approach a different one. Quite often, I just want to make a video call and be able to walk around the house without getting cut off. Let me show you what I mean. On the left, you'll see the setup which drove me mad. There's the router paired with a repeater, and on the right is the new AI mesh system you'd be mad not to get. Ah, perfect timing. Showtime.
Hi, darling. I just got here at the hotel with my friends. Can I talk to the kids?
AI mesh with seamless roaming makes your life easy. This is Andrew from Asus. Thank you for watching. Hi, this is Andrew from Asus. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to set up an AI mesh system using the ASUS Router app. For hard bundles such as this, the settings are pre-configured. If you're creating a configuration customized to your needs, make sure to update the firmware first. In this setup, you need 2 ASUS routers with AI mesh support and your phone with ASUS Router app installed. First, set up your primary router by connecting it to the modem and establishing an internet connection. Use the ASUS Router app to find it, then connect to it once it's found. Click on Start, then create unique SSIDs so that your AI mesh network can be found using Wi-Fi. A different login and password will be needed for when you need to access the router. Now place your extending node in close proximity and click on Add another node to find it. The pairing process won't take very long, but let's jump ahead anyway. After the pairing is complete, you're ready to place the node in an ideal place to extend your coverage. It's best to provide a line of sight between the 2 routers if possible. Not hard, is it? Now that AI mesh is set up, you can connect your Wi-Fi devices to either the primary router or the extending node. Seamless roaming switches you to the appropriate router automatically without disconnections. One of the best things about ASUS routers with AI mesh is that the main router is able to lend all connected nodes access to the advanced features such as parental control, prioritized gaming, and AI protection. This is not something that you can do by simply adding access points. For more info, visit our website. This is Andrew from ASUS. Thank you for watching.
Your life is about connections. Every day you connect with loved ones. You connect with your passions, your inspirations, and exciting new experiences. Lyra Trio connects you to more possibilities, to the people and things that matter most. Lyra Trio provides fast, simple, and secure Wi-Fi to every corner of your home. Expect more from your Wi-Fi. Lyra Trio, corner-to-corner Wi-Fi. Smooth and safe connection to more.
ASUS is a leader in networking products, and we're excited about exploring the possibilities of wireless technology. Our design thinking philosophy means we always put the customer's needs first. So for Blue Cave, we wanted to create a powerful, easy-to-use wireless router that fully embraces the growth of smart home and IoT technology, but that's also a work of art. The goal for Blue Cave was to innovate and create a router that's not only powerful, but compact and beautiful, so that it can live in any space and keep the whole family connected.
Most high-performance routers use external antennas to get the best Wi-Fi performance. While to achieve Blue Cave's unique shape, we need to use internal antennas. But the challenge was to do this without affecting the performance. The internal antennas can make the router more bulky and prevent users from changing the antenna orientation. But if you try to make the router smaller, the Wi-Fi performance can suffer due to the interference between the circuit boards and the antennas.
For internal antennas, their orientation and the position relative to the circuit boards is critical. So we ran dozens of experiments to find the ideal solution. We finally found that the optimal design is 3 vertical antennas and 1 horizontal one. This gives the best Wi-Fi signal pattern in all directions. The antennas are located in the upper part of Blue Cave, so they are as far away as possible from the circuit board in the bottom part. This avoids interference and ensures the best possible Wi-Fi signal.
To give it a lighter and more transparent appearance, we create a cave opening in the center of the product, visually returning this look of space back to the user. This helps Blue Cave blend seamlessly into a home environment.
To achieve the compact and the slim design of Blue Cave, its circuit boards and heat sinks are specially designed to make maximum use of the internal space. Blue Cave's circuit board takes up only half the space of a normal 4x4 router circuit board, and is separated into 2 overlapping pieces. The heatsink in Blue Cave takes full advantage of the internal space, so it has the maximum surface area for efficient cooling and heat dissipation.
Blue Cave is designed to be seen and admired, but it's not form over function. It delivers stable and reliable Wi-Fi for all your connected devices and is simple to set up and use, so you can just get on and enjoy the smart home life.
Hi, this is Andrew from ASUS. As parents, we try to be as vigilant as we can be to protect our kids against inappropriate content on the internet. However, it's just impossible to supervise them every minute of each day. I'm sure everyone is aware of the thing in routers called parental control. Did you know that it's possible that the feature which you depend on to keep your kids safe becomes redundant if they simply walk over to another part of the house? Yep, it's as simple as that. Even my 3-year-old can figure that out. Repeaters, some call them extenders or Wi-Fi boosters, only relay the Wi-Fi signal, but not parental controls. With an AI mesh system, they are protected whether they are connected to the main router or any of the synchronized hubs. Let's put AI mesh to the test and see if we can block certain categories of websites and apps on this device. Before we begin, here we see unrestricted access to Facebook. Now let's open up parental controls to block it. Works perfectly on the main router as expected. What I care about most is the kids' room on another floor where Wi-Fi connections will switch to the second AI mesh hub automatically. Okay, it's reassuring that parental control is active on this hub also. For convenience, other controls such as scheduling and family members can also be accessed from your mobile device via the ASUS Router app. With an AI mesh system, you can take control of how children spend their time online, no matter where they are. There, parents have one less thing to worry about. This is Andrew from ASUS. Thank you for watching.
A brushed metal finish means it looks classy in any environment. And being VISA compliant All PN series devices can be discreetly and conveniently stowed away behind any flat screen display. In terms of performance, we're packing the latest 8th generation processors from Intel, which means you can expect outstanding productivity. An Intel Core i3 processor packs 2 cores which are hyper-threaded for outstanding multitasking. This is backed by DDR4 support for frequencies of up to 2,400 MHz. Despite its small 0.62-liter size, the PN series offers an incredible array of connectivity. The front panel features a headphone mic combo jack, easy access to a Type-C USB 3.1 port, a USB 2.0 port, plus a Type-A USB 3.1 port that also provides quick device charging. At the rear, we find a comprehensive array of connectivity ports. These include an RJ45 Ethernet port, more USB 3.1 ports, both Type-A and Type-C options, plus both DisplayPort and HDMI ports, offering dual display support. When it comes to system storage and memory upgrades, the unique design of the PN series makes life as easy as possible. We start by removing the 4 screws on the underside of the device. Then simply slide back the upper portion to gain easy access to the inside of the chassis. From here, it's really easy to install and replace the 2.5-inch drive integrated into the chassis here, as well as the M.2 SSD here and the DDR4 modules you can see right here. As well as a flexible upgrade path, business users will also be pleased to learn that the PN series arrives backed by the ASUS Corporate Stable Model Program. This provides a host of advantages, including the ASUS Control Center, a centralized IT management suite that enhances enterprise productivity. Customers can also take advantage of stable supply provisioning, custom packaging options, and much more. Welcome to the future of compact computing. Welcome to the ASUS Mini PC PN series.
Oh, nice. I'm in great shape. Did you see my Facebook post yesterday? It got about 100,000 likes. Everybody loves me.
Yes, and Bean, yes, everybody loves you.
So, your friends are coming over later? Ooh.
Yep, we're having a movie in the backyard tonight.
Sounds like a plan. And with my super bright bulb, I'll brighten up everyone's night.
ASUS ZenBeam, your small and bright buddy.
We need to highlight 150 lumens. Remember to pick a color that stands out. Also, make sure that the words and images are in perfect alignment.
Yeah.
How long are you presenting? I can stand for 5 hours without cable.
I'll finish within 5 hours.
And for the next page, I was thinking... Hang on! There's a typo! Didn't I point this out the other day? We gotta correct this. We gotta correct this now.
Okay, got it.
Oof.
Finally, my client's here.
I'm ready. I got a full charge to give you 5 hours of projection time. And I'm also the brightest in my class. We're gonna do great.
Asus ZenBeam, your small and bright buddy.
My name is Gary Adcock, and I'm here for Asus Computers. Today we're talking about on-set data management and what Thunderbolt can do for your workflow. Asus has delivered a 32-inch UHD premium certified display with 1,000 nits of brightness and 384 dimmable LED zones that gives us P3, 2020, Rec 709, Adobe RGB color spaces, and get all of that technology into a single display. I handle the data that comes from the camera. It's not uncommon to handle terabytes of data on set. And that was one of the first things that brought people to the Thunderbolt world. It gave us the power to move ones and zeros the way we never had before. But Thunderbolt is so much more than that now. It's not just Mac or PC. It's not just storage. It's Ethernet, USB. It's connectivity. And today, it's even DisplayPort over the Thunderbolt connection. It allows me to move data faster. It allows me to maintain a 10-bit color clarity and the accuracy I need to do color-managed works on set. Thunderbolt connectivity allows artists, cinematographers, still photographers, anyone that works in technology can utilize a Thunderbolt workflow.
We've all encountered this problem. Some monitors ruin beautiful scenes because they can't show you every detail in dark images. With Asus HDR monitors, you won't miss a thing, not even a single star in the Milky Way. What is HDR? HDR, or High Dynamic Range, provides an expanded color space so you can experience millions of true-to-life colors. It provides more color depth for smoother color gradations, so you can truly appreciate a sunset's different hues. Local dimming technology also helps enhance contrast. Asus HDR monitors feature LED backlights that are dynamically controlled across 384 zones to further highlight the subtle differences between white and black hues. HDR also offers a peak luminance of up to 1,000 candles per square meter for brighter images. And why do you need HDR? HDR provides a range of luminance and colors that are closer to what the human eye can experience. So what you see on screen looks exactly like what you'll see in real life.
Hi, my name is Erin Simpkin, and I'm a stills photographer for film and television. I'm shooting at least 1,000 images a day, and I need to get them uploaded onto hard drives as fast as possible. Color's always been kind of my driving force. Most of my fine art photography is all based around color. Everything I've learned in my fine art career, I've been able to take over to my on-set photography. I've learned so much about color space and how to get the most out of an image, and I bring that to my on-set work as well. I use a ton of pastels in my work, and if you're driving down a street, color will kind of pop in. I will stop my car and I will just shoot something because of the colors. I want to share what I see, the same color that I was intentionally trying to capture. Having learned so much about HDR in my fine art career, bringing that every day has been really important, and I've learned so much. It's allowed me to be a better photographer. Thunderbolt allows me to do my job faster and simpler. After a really long day of shooting, the last thing I want to do is, sit around and wait for the transfer. Thunderbolt helps me do that way faster. It allows me to connect to all the devices that I run into on set. CF cards, monitors, hard drives. With Thunderbolt, I'm ready for everything.
My name is Randy Weddick. I'm a DP, and I'm also the technology consultant at Banpro Film and Digital. I'm here to talk to you today about the PA32U from ASUS. So what's really neat about these monitors from ASUS is that they are HDR compliant and HDR capable, and they can put out 1,000 nits. And that's huge because it allows you to QC on set the images and to check the levels without needing to get a $30,000 monitor. You can at least check the brightness levels. You can see that they're within your color gamut and within your broadcast spec. This monitor is capable of doing Rec 709, which is your standard high-definition broadcast space, P3, which is the theatrical mastering space, and also Rec 2020, which is a future space with much more color options. Filmmakers and artists often ask me about why they should be concerned about HDR, and I think the answer to that is as simple as going TV shopping. Now, with a 4K set and an HD set next to each other, and you're a few feet away from them, or even 10 feet away from them, you can look at them and you can see more detail in the 4K set. That's clear. If you're 50 feet away from an HDR set and a standard dynamic range set, you can tell the difference. It's extremely obvious that the HDR image has so much more brightness range. You're just opening up a whole new palette that is much more similar to how the human eye reacts to light. Filmmaking's a collaborative process, and oftentimes you're working with an editor, a director, and a colorist, and sometimes they're all in different places. You're able to share data, view it in calibrated environments, access it at vast speeds, and all this really helps the collaborative process.
We asked participants to bring in old CDs, DVDs, hard drives, and memory cards to view photos and videos that they haven't seen in years. How would you react if you found out you'd lost all record of your precious memories?
Open autoplay. I didn't do anything.
More than half of what we spent our entire wedding for was for pictures, so that we could have those memories.
Unfortunately, flash memory is only reliable for 5 to 8 years.
Really? I had to buy an external hard drive just because I have so many pictures.
Hard drives are built to last between 1 and 5 years, and half of the hard drives ever made don't make it to their 6th birthday.